Hey everybody, it's Roadblock here. So we are kicking off episode 9. I know that because I managed to go get caught up on everything finally. Um, and actually I'm just double checking real quick. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is episode 9. I uploaded everything. That's right. Okay. So I did a massive upload yesterday, 4 episodes. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys. But there's a lot of very valuable information in episodes 5 through 8. We're talking about clan v clan progression, PvP, and just kind of general free to play stuff. So, a couple of things. Number one, I wanted to talk about I've kind of made a mistake. Um, so I pushed really hard. So this is brutal, and I pushed really hard to get this sacred. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. However, it's not the optimal use of my energy. I spent a lot of energy trying to get down this guy. Honestly, this was much easier. Um, but it's I mean, you're probably better off using your legendary to get your starter champion to 6 stars. Which is something that is a big important deal to me. I keep telling people, hey, you make sure you get 6 star starter champion, 6 star starter champion. Um, and I haven't done that, and I'm a little behind the times. If I were to try to upgrade my kale right now, I have 2 food ready to go, and so I still need more. Now I know that these two guys are. Oh wait, I burned one of them, didn't I? If I remember correctly, to level this up. Yeah. I did. That was calculated. It wasn't a mistake. I just kind of forgot that I had done it. Um, there was a reason I did it, and it was to achieve a mission, and I'll talk about that in a second. But basically, having the 2 outlaw monks is not a bad idea, by the way. But the gear was split across them, and it was getting to the point where they were being less effective than I would have liked, meaning they weren't landing their abilities that I wanted them to land as much. Um, but so basically, I took the best gear from both of them and put them all on one champion, and was used the other one as food to 5 star the War Maiden. Now the reason I 5 starred the War Maiden is because I had a mission, which I don't think I can go back and look at the old missions. Yeah, okay. So I had a mission to fully ascend to rank 5 champions. Um, Now you would think, well, why didn't you ascend somebody else? Well, if you look at the resources needed to ascend Sun Wukong, I don't have them. I just don't. So, and I'm not planning to level up Deacon to 5 star until after Sun Wukong. So it didn't make sense. Plus, again, I don't have the resources to 5 star ascend Deacon either. So I took the opportunity to rank up the War Maiden, um, because she is still a good champion to have. The only downside is that she's not leveled at the moment, so she's just gonna come in and die in clan boss. But I think that's okay. If we do look at my clan boss teams, I'm on, what account do I think I'm on? Okay. So see, I almost did 2 million with both those monks, but to be honest, while these monks did outdamage my deacon, maybe even my Sun Wukong, I don't remember. I did feel that they were replaceable, um, and so that's what I did. So that's where the account is at. I have no intention of doing anything with Hexia. The only reason Hexia even has gear on her was for faction wars, just to farm up some free materials so that I can, better speed tune and build up my teams. You can see I do have some +2s and HP and defense and stuff where I can, just to, and speed especially, to keep my arena speed tune going. Really happy with where my arena team is at. They're hitting really hard, hitting really well. The tune got changed up on my arena team a little bit, so I now have Sun Wukong going first. We could probably take this team. So that is just it was kind of an accident. I improved Sun Wukong's gear and just made him much faster. It's not necessarily me trying to do anything. So I did in that, because of that, I make him use his A3 first. I think I out Kale their Kale here, but we'll find out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That was a little closer than I had expected it to be. But you'll see Sun Wukong's putting out pretty big damage for me there. And he's been hitting really hard for me just in general. So at this point, I'm spending most of my energy. The mission I'm currently on, I'm probably going to give up on. Not give up on forever, but I'm going to wait till I get a 6-star, because to win a 5 or 6-star artifact from Ice Golem. Ice Golem's a tough dungeon, and while I am at a point, this is not consistent. I was able to clear this one time, and I am failing it at a rate that I am not happy with. So I think coming back and doing this, doing stage 10 or higher, because ideally you'd want to farm stage 13. You get, more chances at getting a 5 or 6-star item to complete that mission. But I think which is where I'm at right now, I can't consistently do stage 10. If I level up the Kale and he does more damage and he can then survive longer, I feel better there. This is a really good event. It's a really interesting one that I kind of want to go for on my account, to be honest, but I think I need to prioritize the 6-star. My Fire Knight team is just not that effective. This was like 5 or 6 runs. I'm just not going to get the points down at my level for artifacts. So, I would love to be able to get this gear. I would love to be able to get some Primal Quartz, but just where my account is at right now, I just need to play smarter. I need to use my energy in a smart way, and leveling up Kale to 6 stars is really going to help that. But what's also going to help that is how many resources I was able to acquire through the to be able to do 12, to be able to completely clear Brutal to 3 stars is really, really valuable. You'll see I am very low on silver right now. A big part of that is just from building up my gear. One of my missions was to level up a piece to 16, so I leveled up this attack chest because it's very strong, and that's why my Sun Wukong is hitting so hard. Kale is in a 4-star chest, but that's because I want him in lifesteal. This piece is... Ooh, I might be able to change out pieces. What does this have? Yeah, it's got crit damage on it, which I would like. I might no, it's defense. What am I doing? Okay. So, a lot of different stuff going around. I do need to improve the equipment on literally this. I said this before. This is just, I don't want her in a full speed set. I just threw gear on her, and I was like, let's just throw speed on her to try and get her to cycle through her abilities faster. Just kind of taking a look here. She just doesn't. I want her in my clan boss team for the poison. Ideally, I would really want Eris, but Eris at 3 stars is probably just gonna melt. Although she is pretty well booked up, but she's not ascended. I could probably ascend her and have her bring the increased speed, plus the free extra attacks. I don't have enough toxic gear to put on her, but those extra attacks would be valuable. I might level her up or gear her up. What I would have to do, just given my current silver level, is just throw already leveled gear onto her. So I'd just be looking to try and increase her HP as much as possible and keep her alive so she can keep my team sped up. But she'll probably die pretty early on. Either way, I do want to see kind of where I'm at on Clan Boss, but I don't know that I want to do this with the level 1 War Maiden. Because I just don't know that she's going to bring much value. We could try the Spirit Host. I am worried that the Spirit Host is going to melt. But we'll see. Let's try this. I mean, that increased attack is going to help quite a bit. Ooh, that's a big hit. Oh, wow. Those are up around 10k a pop. That's... And she can take a hit. She is built a little bit better than some of my other characters. Cleanse. That's a nice cleanse. Plus block debuffs. I wonder if that'll block the stun. Well, I guess it depends on who the stun target is. So the timing is a little off, but Spirit Host, I could see some real value in there. She's taken a couple hits. I'm happy to see that. Hopefully, ideally, I would love to be able to get another increased attack out. So we would really like for her to survive another turn if possible. If this is a stun turn, as long as she's not targeted, she should survive. Oh, I mean, I don't mind her getting stunned. I might mind it because... Yeah, see, without that increased attack, man, that increased attack gave me quite a little head start there. I'm happy with that. Yeah, let's get that increased attack out there right before she dies. That's great. 30k, 30k. Not really expecting much from him. 20k, 26k. Already at 1 million. That just goes to show you the value. So that was 20k. Now we're down to 15k. That's 5,000 DPS loss. When we lose that increased attack buff, guys. That just goes to show you the value of increased attack that I think I know a lot of people in my clan, they tend to sleep on certain abilities and get a little hung up on the individual heroes and what, you know, oh, this is the best hero ever. And it's like, yeah, they're the best hero ever, but doesn't mean they're good on Clan Boss. You know, like Rhonda's not bringing a lot of those, you know, she's bringing raw damage, but the poison damage and the HP burn damage, like, where's that at, you know? It's non-existent. So we might break I don't know. I don't know if we can break 2 million. Depends on how well Kayle can keep himself alive here. Looking pretty good, though. I'm going to auto it now because it'll go quicker than me clicking. They're going to do everything I want them to do at this point. Yeah, that's actually a really good stun hit for me. Because he's going to pop up now and with full turn meter and get another hit in. Yeah, we broke 2 million. I will take that. That's a huge... So this is kind of what I wanted to point out to you. So Sun Wukong is a legendary, right? Everybody's like, man, legendaries are so good. I want legendaries. Let me throw all of my legendaries into Clan Boss. Outlaw Monk at 40, 10 levels lower, unascended, did 250,000 to his 300,000. And Outlaw Monk outdamaged Deacon, which makes sense. Deacon's not built for damage, but I just want to point out that you guys sometimes, a lot of newer players will tend to sleep on value, and it can really hurt your early game performance. You know, I have guys that are much further into the game in my clan, and then look at Kayle. Kayle just, you know, carrying the whole team. This is why I pick Kayle as my starter champion. You're not going to get this kind of damage out of an Elhain or a Thel, or definitely not out of Gaelic. So this is why I pick Kayle as my starter, because the resources I'm getting from Clan Boss are so strong. So I need 3.6. Look, boom. I am already normal done. Normal is done. Now hard, I need to get 11 million. If I'm doing 2 million a key, not going to hit that 11 million, right? So easy is where I'm going to put my next keys. But, you know, the more I keep working at it, the sooner I'll be able to start doing hard. But if you do look at like a lot of my own clan, we've got people down here still doing easy, still doing normal. Um, and I'm doing easy and normal on day eight technically, according to the yeah. So day nine is what I'm about to be in. So that says something about where your priorities are. Let's look at Clan v Clan. My goal, I got 2,000 more points to put up. That's my goal. Is 50,000 on a 9 day or yeah 9 day old account. I think that's reasonable. Um, the clan minimum is 20K, which most people are hitting, but if I'm able to hit 50K on a 9 day old account, so should most other players. You'll see on my main account, I'm doing 143. And the reason I'm able to put up 143,000, I'm doing the same things that I'm doing on this account. I'm saving my resources. I'm saving my books to use during Clan v Clan. I'm, being smart about stuff. It's just it's so there when you talk about Clan v Clan, there's a lot of art, there's a lot of ways to look at it, right? Well, if I'm saving my resources and I'm only booking my champions during Clan v Clan, I'm holding back my progress. And you could definitely say that, I was held back quite a bit until I put books into my Deacon, and then things went very quickly for me. I was able to make a lot of progress after the Deacon got some books into him. Um, However, I don't know that it was that much. And if you look at the resources that I gain from um being able to put up good clan v clan points. So my clan had previously hit tier 3. And we just barely hit the 2400. We lost, but look at all these resources that we were able to get to our team, to our clan. We're talking epic books, a void shard, ancient shard, savage gear, free savage gear. No need, that's like the most in demand gear that you can have on the account. Tons of energy, tons of silver, tons of resources to level up champions. So if you are a free to play player, this is where you want the clan to be. This is where you want us to be able to be. And if you look, the reason we're in tier 1, we barely hit 2,400,000. The cutoff for tier 2 was 2,500,000. So we ranked all the way back down to tier 1. And these are great resources still, but not as much, right? So if you are a free to play player, it is beneficial to you to increase your Clan v Clan points because it's free resources for you. So if we look at my account and say that if we were at tier 3 and everybody did 100,000 minimum on the account, that's 3 million. Now I'll tell you right now, if you look at our current, the top guys are doing over that. So this is another 100,000 here, and then this is 120,000. We'll say 120. We'll just round up to 130,000. So that's 3,130,000. Right now, I don't remember what the score that we lost to was, but if you look at the ratings, we're almost back into tier 3 there. We would have stayed in tier 3 last week. And when you want to be high tier, more so for these ones, for these Clan v Clans, where they're not personal rewards, because now we could just farm up to the 3 million that we want to hit, and then walk away with these resources and then be ready for personal rewards next time. And I do think 100,000 in points is doable. I'm a 9-day old account putting up 50,000. If you give me 14, so the next Clan v Clan is 14 days from now. That's 14 days of farming up. If we look at daily login rewards, we're looking at 14 more days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's set, 2 rare books right there. Um, the energy is going to get used right away. So, not much coming from there, to be honest. But if you look at missions, yeah, not too many books in the missions at the moment. But think about it, it's 14 more clan boss runs. And right now at normal clan boss, which I can farm, I've got chances for books in there, right? Um, Now I can't do Doom Tower yet, so that's a big hold up. But if you're doing Doom Tower on your regular account, you're farming yourself forge materials, so you'll be able to get a lot of resources from the forge, which you saw me do, as well as silver. The forge is a great source of silver that a lot of people sleep on. Um, so there's a lot of ways, and we'll find out, right? In 14 days, I'll be making another video about Clan B Clan number 2 for my account, and we'll see how well I can do. Last thing that I want to talk about. So I showed you guys how my arena team's doing. Um, you know, Tournaments and stuff. I don't think I'm going to go for them. I really wanted to go for it, but I have priorities now. Kale needs to get 6-starred ASAP. That's the plan. Um, that was the other thing I was gonna say. Quests. So if you look at the monthly quests or the weekly quests, I've got several of the weekly quests coming through. Monthly's done. This is what I was looking for. The advanced quest chain here. So I'm trying to do as many of these advanced quests as possible. And this is a great thing to do on your account. You really want to be prioritizing getting these quests done. Sometimes you'll see one you can't do. You know, 8 million damage to the Demon Lord. I got to hit 2 million a key. Now it does overlap with some of my keys. Oh, look, I already have another key ready to go. And since I'm looking for, this is a great opportunity because I'm looking for overall damage. So we want to do it on easy here. Same team. Do I want to quick battle this? Yeah, let's quick battle it. Yeah, I know how quick battles work. Thank you. Yeah, 2.65 million. That's huge. So, how long to another key? 6 hours to another key. If I didn't complete the quest now, I didn't. I did. Perfect. Heck yes. So there's a huge energy pot right there. I'm strapped for energy, as you can see. I'm about to go get a whole bunch more farming done towards my kale. Plus the progress through here. This 5-star chicken will be huge for any account free to play. Plus the books later on, as you approach them. So, how many quests is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. So, uh, 10 quests a day. So 8 days, 11 days, 18 days, and then a month. So you should be able to clear these one per month. Um, kind of. All right, I think that's everything. Oh, I did want to talk about one last thing. So the primal shards. If you're making a new account right now with everything that's going on, you should get your 2 free primal shards. Uh, I'm going to be pulling them during the 2x event coming up because the 2x event will be 32% chance at epic and 2% chance at legendary. Now, obviously, I'm not pulling them going for legendary. I'm not even pulling them going for mythical. I'm pulling them to try and get epics for either food, if it's a really bad epic like a Hexia, food, right? That's a faster way to level food right there. I don't have to level up because one to level up a 3-star to a 4-star is obviously 3 3 stars or 6 2-star, or well, no, 9 2-star champions. One of the ways I like to look at it, if you're looking to level a character from 5 to 6 stars, you need 25 4-star champions. You need 4 for food, and then you need uh Yeah, I'm right. So you need one that gets leveled up and then 4 food to level it up, and you need to do it 5 times. So 25 4-star champions. If you pull an epic and they're bad, then you have yourself a free 4-star. So you don't have to do anything to get to that 4-star because ideally you're leveling up rares to be your 4-stars. I did pull Hell Freak. This is a rare that's going to be food. Um, and so other things I'm doing, challenges, keep your eyes on these. There's some really valuable uh, resources in there. As you can see here, if I do well in arena, I can get a legendary book. Um, I don't know that this is a one that I'm going to be able to achieve anytime soon, but once Kale hits 6-star, it's definitely going to speed things up for me. Stage 5, I should just go do this. Let me do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Stage 5 of the Arcane Keep on auto. Keep an eye out on some of those too, because they can be a little deceptive if you're not paying attention. For this one, I can bring food. And you, because I have a quest to level up commons. So, um, some of them will be like 5 or higher. This one said specifically, I think, level 5. Because I've been doing higher and I didn't get credit towards it, so I'm pretty confident that it said level 5 only. Probably could have brought Sun Wukong, but I know that this is level 5. This is more than enough to clear this out. So I'd rather bring some food, get a little bit of extra free energy. And then we should have that quest done. So that's going to get me another ancient. And then these ones are a little bit harder, if I remember correctly. There's some free energy right there to go do stage 6 of Ice Golem, which we want to go do. So, pay attention to these rewards. Like this right here, that's extra energy. One run, so costing what to do stage 7 it was. So you're paying 10 energy to get 75. So you're just netting 65 energy right there. And how many more runs of the campaign for farming purposes is that? So, make sure you're paying attention to your challenges and trying to find value wherever you can, in the forms of energy or resources. Win a 3-star helmet. Like that's a pretty easy one for me to go knock out. I could probably do a bunch of these challenges to get some free energy that I could really, really use right now because I am energy starved. Um, Waiting for, well, really my weekly reset is going to be when all these have a lot, there's a lot of energy down here, and that'll give me a bit of a boost. So 2 more days before I'll be able to get that energy, and then being able to do these. So anyways, yeah, that's where the account is at. I'm making a lot of progress, but this is kind of why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. If you look, um, sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm holding back a sneeze, y'all. You can't see it. I'm holding back a sneeze. All right, so there we go. All right, got it out. All right, so I am 15th in my clan for Clan v Clan. Now, I will admit, most of the people below me are A, hitting our minimum for the clan, and B, are saving up resources for a personal rewards one. So I totally understand where they're coming from. So I'm not faulting anybody that's down here. And we are well within the lead. Like we have been dominating these guys. We're starting to slow down, but they're Bulgarian, so they're probably, my guys are going to start getting home from work and start speeding up our numbers here. But it's important to kind of look at, so I'm 15th. I'm the halfway point in my clan, and this account is 9 days old. What are we doing out down here? Why are we at 9K? When I showed that I was able to get 20K in an hour. So people's priorities are not where they need to be, and there may be some changes coming, but and the same thing for Clan Boss. I'm a 9-day old account, and yeah, it's 2 keys, but what value is somebody that has a Duchess, one of the best champions in the entire game, getting out of a normal Clan Boss? You know, um, where else? Or easy. What are you got Duchess? This. Yeah, that should not be happening. That team needs to be in brutal or hard. I've belabored this point before. I'm not going to go into it too much here, but if you're looking at the kind of work that I'm doing down here and how close I am to being able to do hard, with no level 60s, just kind of goes to show where people's priorities are being misplaced. You're doing yourself a disservice. You want to be able to get more legendaries. You want to be able to collect. You want to be able to have fun. You want to be able to do new content. You want to be able to win an arena. You want to be able to progress through Hydra. I mean, we got third place in Hydra this week. And honestly, it's a little disappointing because we have a lot of guys. Like, this is a really good Hydra team, kind of. Duchess definitely, Artak definitely, not Genbo, or maybe not Sun Wukong bringing block debuffs is really good. So, that's 3 Hydra champions right there. But these guys are probably really, really under geared just based on hitting only 6.5 damage on normal. These guys are not optimized at all. And that person is not reaching out and saying, hey, I've got these great champions. Why am I competing at a level that a 9-day-old account is competing in? And so, anyways, I could go on and on about that, but I wanted to point out that if you're a new player, which is what this video is for, and whether you've been playing for 3 months and you're still doing normal, or you've been playing for 3 days and you're trying to figure out how to progress your account, that's what I'm here for. And I just want you guys to pay attention to, learn, kind of see what I'm saying and understand it, because people are going to be sleeping. I don't know what kind of damage that these guys are putting up, but my uncommon level 40 champion was putting up, I think, like we said, like 200k or something like that. That's, I bet you, imagine if he was 6 stars and ascended and had lifesteal gear so that they could stay alive, or even reflex, or better gear. I mean, they're probably out damaging the champions that these guys are using here. So understand where the value is, find it, use it. I'm already over kind of time on my video here, so thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.